Well, tell me, did you feel it? Did you feel it at 2:33 to 3:33 this morning, March 14th, 2025, Eastern Time? Well, I wasn't. I was up. I didn't see it. I did not go outside, but I watched a video live as it was happening and say hello to little Scooby. She's walking through and she is blind. She wants her mama, so thank you very much. And we'll just count that to be a blessing for the lunar eclipse that happened, and it was very beautiful. It was quite beautiful. But what you may feel is the opening of the portal. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am Lady Zelda. This is your Fate and Fortune with True Oracle, and we are here to not only talk about what happened now with this open portal, and yes, little Scooby is here, the open portal, but we're also talking about what is about to happen tomorrow, March 15th, a very significant planetary day. We have a couple of decks here. We have the Celestial, and then we have, you've not seen this one, I don't think, for a long time. This is older than the old boy deck that you saw previously in a video that was kind of a blue and white design on the back. I've had this for a very long time. You can tell that he's been well used. Then we have the dice, and that is very important too. But before we get started, I want to set the tone for this reading. What is the tone for this reading? Well, let's just read this little telepathy oracle card. And here we go. What does this say for you today? Yay! 1111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony, balance, and anything with soulmates and soul matters. I'm going to add that to it. 1111 is a very important angel number. And when I say portal opened, I mean portal opened. Now, I'm going to put this to the side in case we have to reference this again. But the reason that I'm saying portal opened is this. And excuse me a minute, Scooby wants to say hello, if you hear her meowing. But anyway, back to the future. The portal opening is because of this full lunar eclipse and a blood moon this morning, March 14th, going into now, tomorrow, March 15th, with Mercury Retrograde. So what really is happening? What is with this portal? The lunar eclipse is opening. It's opening things and pushing you to go forward. But the Mercury Retrograde is pushing to go backward. So you're doing this. And if it feels like you're doing that, well, you are not alone. The invitation is for you to just get grounded. I know it just seems, just do it, right? The invitation is for you to get grounded. Stay centered. Don't give in to things that feel like they're pushing you forward or pushing you backward. Keep your eyes forward, metaphorically and metaphysically. You want to be in this realm here for the next few days because, yes, the effects of this lunar eclipse will last a few days because we still have the effects of the full moon going into this retrograde in Virgo. That is grounding energy. This actually is a very good time to manifest. It's because it slows us down and opens up our mind's eye to think thoroughly about what we need to be doing, what we should be doing. So let's get into this reading. And keep in mind, 1111 today. So we have the dice and the hand of fate. We'll be using those a little later. We're going to start out with this beautiful celestial tarot. You saw this. You saw it already. Now I've pre-shuffled. And there, look at this energy. I am going to put these back in the deck. But coming out of it, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't, because, they fall out for a reason. We know that. Fiery energy, this champion of champions, that is you, my darling. That champion energy. You see, you're not stagnant. You're not standing still. Even though the invitation is for you to be grounded and centered, you're not standing still. You're still moving because you are energy. There's still a little bit of inertia in you, my darling, because you are a living being. This is fire element, the champion. You came out of the battle and going into something new, and this is fantastic because this Knight of Wands is an action card, and he is jumping into action to lead you to further victory. That's how that goes. Oh, man. Do I love that or what? Yes, it's very good. All right, so now we're going to be putting out of, well, there's the sun. Reminds me of that song. Here comes the sun. Doo, 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 doo. All right. No singing now. All right, so now we're going to go into the King of Pentacles. Very good. And this Judgment card. I am going to say I do not interpret this as a judgment card because I think it makes many people feel like, oh my God, I'm going to be judged. Oh my God, what did I do? Is this karma? No. Now, some may interpret it that way. The Zelda interpretation is, it's a wake-up card. It's a discernment. It is time for you to use your good judgment and discern what you need to be going forward with and for and with whom, and what you need to leave behind, what doesn't serve you. And I know that sounds so weird when I say it, because I think, okay, you're supposed to serve me, and you have this mental image of this person bowing in front of you and holding a little tray and bringing you a tea and crumpet today. No. While that is nice, having someone in your court, in your royal little habitat, in your little castle, which is your home, literally means that if they serve you, they're not going to encourage you to go into bad things, but they're not going to also discourage you. They've got your back. This is a person who's going to be there for you, beside you, be there when the chips are down, and be there to celebrate when you make this wonderful champion move of going forward. That's what you need to be thinking of, and that's what I talk about when people serve you or not, because have you ever been so fantastically excited about a certain circumstance or event, and then you meet up with somebody that is close to you and they say, oh my God, can you please just stop? That's just ridiculous. You know that's not going to work out. How are you going to do that? And then boom, within 30 seconds, your whole emotion is topsy-turvy. Well, that's what this is all about. It is for you, my darlings, to be that discerning party to say, all right, I'm not going to do this. All right, I love you, but, I'm going to stay away from that rhetoric. And that's the invitation for you, because look at this sun. The sun's rays reach you even when it's cloudy. They also tell you to wear sunblock even when it's cloudy. Why? Well, because the sun's rays still make it through to each and every one of us. And even though we have these cloudy days coming through, we still feel the effects of the warmth of the sun. The sun is healing. It makes you grow. It is this warmth, gives you a good attitude. It is good for vitamins, minerals in your skin, and we're not going to go there. Okay. The King of Pentacles. This king is a very healing energy, but he's also there to say it is time to protect your finances. Now, You may say, Zelda, what finances? What, that daily average balance of 36 cents I have? Yes, yes, my darling, yes. Because with this open portal, there is an and suddenly moment that can happen at any moment for you. It brings things to the surface. And with this Mercury retrograde energy, it brings in manifestations. Now, hold on. It brings in manifestations that you've been working on for a while because that energy is going backwards. So it's going to bring it back to you. So get ready. So when I say to protect your finances, do you think you maybe need to change your passwords on your third-party payers or your bank account? Or how about your email? Or just pay attention to allow it to grow. We all have this seed that has been planted inside of us that this beautiful sun will make grow. Why? Because we are a champion moving forward, because this night is so excited. This night is so excited to help you lead the way, light the way for the new project that you have in mind. Oh yeah, this is great. And then all of a sudden, and suddenly, this 1111 shows up. Oh yeah, and how? The 1111 is a strength move. And I'm going to say this time may seem a little painful for you, but look. Anytime we've ever gone through something where we want to be taken to the next level, we want to graduate, we have to go through a test. And yeah, the test may be a little painful, but we're going to learn that because we certainly want to learn those lessons that are given to us by the universe. So what? We can discern what they are supposed to be doing in our lives. Let's see what this beautiful Rider-Waite Tarot, this older deck, and he's lovely. And you see why I brought him out. He's got this little celestial thing going on. Okay. Now we understand why. We have the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Justice card. Lovely. The Ten of Swords may be lovely. And the Strength card. Putting this to the side. If you happen to be a Libra or a Leo, by the way, this may resonate with you a little bit more. But this is actually for all signs. You may or may not feel it's resonating right now, but you may want to come back to it. The Five of Cups is a very interesting card, and it ties a little bit into this. Let's pick this one up. This Five of Cups. Now, I know you've heard me. I'm going to say it again. The water comes from the High Priestess robes because it flows, and it is a life force. And you see, because this is a water element, the cups are water element, there is a bridge in the background, and this person is standing there cloaked in dark like he is mourning. M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, mourning the loss of these three cups. And not only the loss of the cup, but the loss of the content. Maybe feeling guilty, maybe feeling angry, maybe feeling like, well, he didn't pay attention to those, but albeit forgetting about the two that are still back here for him. So what is he doing? He's paying too much attention to what he doesn't have and not paying attention to what he does. And for any of you who are manifesting during this time, this is a very healthy invitation for you. And that is if you are manifesting anything, and especially money, to come in for you and your family, it is always best to be grateful for what you have and not be focusing on what you don't. It's because we are in this Mercury retrograde energy. I'm just going to say it. We've got this Mercury retrograde energy that sometimes causes us to look at what we shouldn't be. And this is the time you need to be looking backward. And this is the time that you need to, as they say, gird up your loins, stiff upper chin, stiff upper lip, I guess is what it is. Hold your chin up, gather up what you have, and move on, because you've got a journey to go. And there may be a mountain ahead on that journey, so you better be prepared. Why does it tie in with this? Because sometimes we feel so defeated by what someone, remember those people, maybe even circumstances that don't serve us, we can feel so defeated by what they say, because the swords are air elements and they are communication. And you know what happens with communication and Mercury retrograde? Hello. It sends everything on a whirlwind backwards and back. You see? Back. The fact that maybe you feel stabbed in the back by someone, metaphorically speaking. The fact that you feel maybe left alone, left out, sabotaged, blindsided. Here's the water from the High Priestess. See this? It is still flowing. It is a life force. The sun is coming up, even though the sky is dark. The sun is coming up, and it is time to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and start all over again. You know that. You know it. That's what this card is all about. What do each of these say? This is temporary energy. Bottom line, perk up, sit up, dance, sing, get back to it, get busy, because you got a lot of work to do. And especially during this time, you want to use the opening of this portal, this transit portal of this aspect that hasn't happened in a very, very long time, to your advantage. How do you do that? Well, first of all, look at this. We have more wands, the fiery element. Remember, the champion element of coming through, led by this knight, taking you out of the bad and bringing you into a brand new beginning, a brand new time. There will be abrupt endings and there will be abrupt beginnings. That's the way it goes. With this, as of today, March 14th of 2025, and if you see this later, you'll probably resonate with this as well. You've got some decisions to make, but this looks like you've already decided. Now you're on the edge of flowing further. And you see there's a little bit of water here, but there's mountains. And this little character is preparing to go on to the journey. The colors are very important. Green is his prosperity. Red, control, passion, compassion, and love. And then on the sleeve, you're going to love this one, emotions. Now, why do we have emotions here? Well, sometimes, we wear our heart on our sleeve. That's what this is all about. Sometimes we make decisions with our emotions, with our heart, and not our head. But it looks as though there's already been a decision with you. And now the doors will start to open. What does this mean? Justice. Well, this means, and it doesn't always mean that you're involved in a lawsuit or any of that sort of thing. No. Justice is doing the right thing that is justified, not only for yourself, but for others as well. You see that little scale there? Balance. balance, work-life balance, balance, control, and balance during this energy time in which you have this opening of the lunar eclipse crossing over the energy coming backwards of the Mercury retrograde. So you see, might as well say it's a crossover. This time is going to take a lot of strength for you, an infinite amount of strength. You need to dry the tears. You need to sit up. You need to get up, and you need to know that this is part of the balance of life. Because we all can't be going through Candyland all the time. That's not what we're here for. That's not our purpose. Our purpose is to learn the lessons of life and to pass those lessons either by verbal advice or by example to others. The Strength card and the Leo. You see, she's got a lot going for her here. And the laurel, you see the laurel wreath here? Well, theirs happens to be, not on this card, you can't see it, but on this card, the rider on that horse has a laurel wreath too. Why? Because that's a wreath of victory, a championship. This infinite amount is here because she may have had to do some research before she planned on overtaking this kitty here. She may have had to really look into things to figure this out, because certainly she would not be able to overcome this cat just by walking up to it. She would have to know. What does that mean? Well, it means that we need to be thinking through situations. We need to be well versed in what we're facing. Because in this situation, you see, there's a curve this way on the kitty, and then there's a curve this way on the lady. And that's the piece of the puzzle coming together, because she is overcoming the cat by not physical strength, but by knowledge. You see what she's doing to the kitty? She learned, grab the cat by the nose and the jaw. My camera glitched. Let me try that again. Grab the cat. This is her grabbing the cat by the jaw and the nose. And she figured out that's how to overcome the cat. Yet, there's a mountain behind her, you see? Still lessons of life. This is an invitation for you to figure out what cat, what lion do you need to face? And what knowledge do you need to acquire to be able to face and overcome that cat? In theory. Let's take out the dice. Now the dice is going to give us a little idea about some timing, maybe about some things pointing out. Well, first of all, we have 1111 there. Okay, we can say that. There's 1111. So we've got some doubles here. And the 4 is very important, because the 4 will tell you there are 4 seasons, 4 elements. You have to figure out what is your best season, what is your best element, what is the best thing going forward. The 6s, 12. Yesterday, we were coming off of some energy from the 12th, preparing to go into this time. But you can also use this energy as 12, 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 points out to you, here is the time of decisions. Do what you can to manifest, be calm, bring this in, stay steady while the portal is open for you to manifest during this time. And for those who are in this particular knowledge, will know that manifesting situations, circumstances, even people, money is what's important during this time. Even your mental health, physical health, your well-being, and especially work-life balance. That is so important. Let's get a final word. Yeah, this is a long one today, isn't it? But it's important going forward into the weekend, into this Mercury retrograde, this portal being open. Hey, listen, forewarned is forearmed. And tell me today, after you see this video, that every time you don't say something about forward, something for, that you're not going to be thinking about this. Well, we got confirmation here, my darlings. We got confirmation. Strength, having the steadiness of your strength, the strength of knowledge and how to approach things is first and foremost. Let's get a final message from this deck. Oh, and it just flew. Okay. Do you remember when I said there would be, that was wild, wasn't it? Do you remember when I said there would be abrupt endings? Well, this is it. And if you're in the sign of Scorpio, you may be feeling kind of sort of that way. Now, it doesn't mean this, so I'm just going to hold my, it's probably the death of an old situation. You are reinventing yourself. This is a flag. It's a harvest flag. It's a flag of harvest that basically says, look, it's time now for you to reap what you've sown. And don't get upset. Don't, because this is not a karma reading. This is a reading of you planted some seeds. Now they're growing. Remember the sun card? Hello? And we have the sun back there. And actually, this is a sign of Pisces back in here. Another water sign. So use your intuition today. Use that psychic ability that you have, your gut instinct. And the final second card that just fluked out of there, the Ace of Pentacles, this beautiful benevolent hand coming out of the unknown to say, here, we have some additional help for you. And we know that the King of Pentacles is going to be assisting you with that energy too. So, hello, my name is Energy, and I'm just going to be here for you because I'm marking a brand new beginning financially. Make the most of this time, my darlings. Grab this reading. You may want to see it again. You may want to watch this video again because it just flows. And that's what it's all about. And you know what? When you're seeing that 1111 in the next few days and you're thinking about the 4, yeah, this is going to start ringing that bell. So thank you so much for being here. We love having you. Again, this is Fate and Fortune with True Oracle, and I'm Lady Zelda Kelly. And we're going to keep bringing these readings to you. It's just so fun and informative. And that's why we want you to be a part of our community. Please do us a favor, subscribe, like, click the bell so you don't miss anything because you know what? Your future may depend on it. And I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video so you can come over, check out our website, shop. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, well, I do video readings where you could have that for an indefinite period of time. To keep and share, it'll be all yours. Those links are in the description. Thanks again for being here. Wishing you the best during this, and you know I'll be back. You'll see me more, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.